if your old lady had a body count of 70, you okay?
We're too late now. Goddamn, we deep in there, so that 70 don't mean nothing.
So
now.
you okay with being 71?
I ain't got no choice.
So you'll walk around with a jersey saying I'm Mr. 71.
I got to be an even number. You got to be even numbers. I had to be 72, so she got to probably fuck one more person, and then I'm gonna put that 72 on. She got to one more. I would have to be 72 because she know I like even numbers, man.
So you'll be Mr. 72.
I had to be Mr. Number 72,
Hey,
Refrigerator Perry.
Hey,
Refrigerator Perry. And I hope ain't nobody big as Refrigerator Perry going in there on that 71.
Well, you know what?
And then next thing you know, she might sneeze or cough and might pop out.
Oh, well, you know what? Well, there it is. And let's get to it.
We all fine?
Man, I got a email comment from an old show we did.
Okay.
A little young lady was mad at me. Oh, mad at you, really?
Yeah. Well,
about the show we talked about. Check facts.
You know I'm about to bullshit, so I probably said some bullshit. Made up out.
She was, in a little email, a little rant, which was weird, Didn't respond to it. I just said I'm gonna do a show about it. You know what I'm saying? In my mind. Yeah. So she was saying, man, a body count shouldn't matter.
Who, hers?
She's saying if a female had a body count, it shouldn't matter.
Oh, well.
Because if you had a surgery, I mean, how many?
Oh yeah.
you just want your surgeon to have, one
some
surgery.
Experience.
Yeah, she wants some
experience.
She said it's just experience. That's how she chopped it up.
Yeah,
I mean,
she wanted a surgeon who did 1,000 surgeries, so if she got 1,000 under her belt.
Yeah, she got 1,000 bodies,
Well, that's one thing. Yeah, that's one thing in men's favor, that where the double standard is finally in our favor. Because we can have a heavy body count, but when it comes to women, men don't want their women to want to know that they women been slept with a bunch of people. Me, especially if I meet you, and we start messing around, and mine fit. That's all I care about. Now, if we having, and you cough or sneeze and my pop out, that means we not compatible. We might not work. It's not saying that your body count high. You might just have slept with some dudes who well endowed. That's way bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm gonna look at it. Maybe, See, maybe they putting 8s and 9s and 10s in you, and then my little 4-inch python might not fit. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On real spiel, I mean, the consensus out there, men, body counts does matter.
Right.
Everybody not like you. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna say a body count probably would definitely matter to me.
Well, dude, in your case,
you don't know my case. You say in my case, I'm married. I've been married for a minute. But what I'm saying is, when I was out there, I didn't want nobody with no high body count.
Right.
That's why, people. I shouldn't even say this, but it's probably why I didn't, date a lot in high school.
Right.
Because I'm gonna tell you why. Not that everybody had no body count. That's what I'm saying. Relax. Relax.
They ain't call nobody out.
No, I'm not saying.
So you get some more comments that got something to do something.
That's not what I'm saying. It's not what I'm saying. So relax. If you out there, you had a body count. I don't know, but what I'm saying is, in high school, it was hard for me because in the pool, the dating pool in the school that I went to,
right,
it was hard because so and so might have dated you.
Yeah,
I ain't want to come behind you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that wasn't my thing. So it was my partner's friends for real. I never even tried to do that. But every other high school, it was open season.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, and it's still with that. I was kind of trying to
Yeah, it's a small world, man. And any woman who take offense to this, hit dog will holler. So if I hear you hollering, that means you probably got a high body count. Thing it is, a man.
I mean, which the young lady that sent the comment and email. I don't even know how she got the email. That's
right.
That's wild.
Hey, today's age, they can fit like anything. Now. You ain't got no privacy.
Even in her email, I guess because it didn't respond in the comments.
Right.
She was gonna walk it down. You know what I'm saying? So she shot an email to the We Are Famous, account. And
well, at least we know you're looking.
Yeah.
So share with other people and all them. All the mother like you.
Like and subscribe. But she was like, hey, that shouldn't matter. Why do dudes ask that question? I don't know why other men ask that question.
Ego.
Ego.
But it's ego though.
It's ego.
Men ask it on ego. Men are very egotistical and very territorial.
What should a man's body count?
Well, it should, but this is the double standard that favors a man in this instance. You know what I'm saying? It's a double standard. See, men ego. The reason why men ask because of their ego. A lot of times they can't take going into a establishment or a place or movies or a club, and then your girlfriend going to hug 12 or 13 dudes and say, "Oh, that's my friend. Yeah, I used to mess with him." It fucks with their ego.
I'm finna put this out there. So, was with friends and went to this little party or whatever.
You want to say her name?
Huh?
You want to say some names?
I'm not gonna say no
Okay.
I'm not here. I'm not here to cause people shame. Okay. You know, and if you want to jump out the window and go in the comments, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? I don't roll with too many.
Yeah.
I don't roll with too many, so it's process of elimination.
Yeah.
But should have said that.
Yeah.
But look, we was at this party, and man, every dude in the party was this one little young lady ex.
Yeah.
And her dude was he was just getting totally uncomfortable, and people was coming up hugging like, "Man, I miss you, but ever since you got with this new dude, whoop-de-woo," and I was just like,
yeah. And you can tell too, cause they hug like they slow dragging. You can tell, cause nigga rub his pelvic area all on him when he hug. It ain't like one of them church house hugs.
Say one of them intimate hugs when you've been intimate before.
When you've been intimate before.
See, I guess that's my problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't be around you and somebody that you've been that intimate with. You know, not that I have no kind of, I'm not you.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have your dimensions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed. You know, I don't have your dimensions.
Right.
But I still would be like, man, you know, it just probably would run through my mind. It don't make me insecure. But it's
definitely gonna run through your mind,
because
if you done met all these dudes she got with before you,
hey,
and
man,
then everything you know she doing to you.
I promise you, bro. When we first walked in the place, you know, everybody, what's up, son? About what? Well, okay. Then other people's with me. They knew her. They ain't know him that well. You know, I guess a few people knew him that well.
Right.
But it's like was just coming up and was like, "Hey, how you been doing, man? Remember when we used to? It was just the stories like, remember we went fishing and
you see when you get that intimate with it,
we spent the night and such and such. I'm like, hey man, so I cut it short because I didn't know my boy was finna go postal.
You seen it in his face, huh?
I seen it in his face, man. It's just like his soul left his body.
But, when you it's like roaches when you turn the lights on. If you got that many ninjas,
hey man, forget what you talking about, man. I was a good homeboy. I cut it down. Say, man, look, I was just stopping by, man. Yeah, I said, man, I was just stopping by. Well, hopped in the car. You know what I'm saying? I think I probably saved that situation.
Yeah,
because it was getting like, man, and it wasn't no disrespect from the other dudes.
Yeah,
it just. You know what? It could be. You know what? It was two of them. It was two of them. You know, they was being disrespectful. Not disrespectful like where you had to peep game to understand what they was doing. So that's what that was.
Well, clearly he peep game on everything that was around there. It didn't matter if you were being disrespectful or not. But when you got that many people running up to your lady, I don't care how secure you are within yourself in your manhood. Yeah. When you see that many people come up, it's gonna fuck with you some kind of way. I don't care who you are. I pride myself on being strong.
Hey, it's a lot of people out there, man, that your homeboy them, they was disrespectful, man. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to nobody, but if somebody, to the young lady, if you looking and you watching, hey, if you have, it don't matter to me. I'm just telling my people, my fellas, hey, sometimes you might need to check back, see what her body count is. Hey, and you need to see what his body count is. You might can't, handle that. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody out there don't have a long lasting relationship that you and your wife have where you that you can probably say shit her body count low. I don't know what kind of you was, but
nah, it better be zero. Low. It's a zero.
But at the same time, I don't care who you are, man. It's gonna be hard to stomach that, and it go both ways. I can't blame the young lady, for being a little sensitive behind it, but I can't blame a man for being sensitive behind it either. I know it's a double standard.
So let me ask you this, because you put it out there, you be trying to have a little offbeat comedy.
Okay.
So if your old lady had a body count of 70, you okay?
We're too late now. Goddamn, we deep in there, so that 70 don't mean nothing.
So you okay with being 71?
I ain't got no choice.
So you'll walk around with a jersey saying I'm Mr. 71?
I got to be an even number. You got to be even numbers. I had to be 72, so she got to probably one more person, and then I'm gonna put that 72 on. one more. I would have to be 72 because she know I like even numbers, man.
So you'll be Mr. 72.
I had to be Mr. Number 72,
Hey,
Refrigerator Perry.
Hey,
Refrigerator Perry. And I hope ain't nobody big as Refrigerator Perry going in there on that 71.
Well, you know what?
And then next thing you know, she might sneeze or cough and might pop out.
Oh, well, you know what? Well, there it is. Hey, man, if you got a body count, if it don't matter to you,
embrace it.
Embrace it and go on.
Embrace your wholeness.
Yeah, go on. Everybody know.
You can't delete it.
Yeah, let everybody know what it is. And
it's there.
And if the young man don't want to deal with that,
yeah,
you can just go on to the next one. You will find one.
Well, good thing about Houston, so you can really delete your wholeness because you can move to another side of town and start all over again. Houston's so big and nice, you can be a horn and off and move to the south, and vice versa.
Yeah, at one time. Not with the gram.
Oh, yeah.
Not with the gram.
Man.
You know.
That's what messed everything up.
The gram. It used to get high. Used
Social
to go
network,
duck, you know, but it's different.
Yeah.
But look, man, this your first time. Don't make it your last time because we all famous.
Acer, no chaser. Yeah. Bitch, we told him